Hello everybody, I am out with Zeus, our poodle. He is not in a command right now, I just want to make that clear. I do not have him in a heel. He is only here for a week. So one thing his owners wanted me to work on is his hard leash pulling. They said he was nearly impossible to walk because he pulled so hard, despite being through an entire board and train. So I just took him out right now. Good. And what I did was, I have this leash on him. It's a slip lead. Every time, good, the leash tightens, I click my e-collar. It only took 2 or 3 times for him to feel that leash tighten, feel the click, and he says, okay, I understand how to keep the e-collar off. I'm never going to allow the leash to get tight. And so you can actually have a middle ground between a perfect heel and pulling as hard as they can just by clicking every time the leash gets tight. It should only take 2 or 3 times. And look what I get. I'm barely even holding on to the leash. And it's practically a perfect heel. What a good boy. Good. Wow. And because he's been through another program, all of his training seems to be coming back to him. You are such a good boy. Good. I like that he stops when I stop. This is how we create awareness to the person. I can create relevance by clicking every time that leash gets tight. And he says, oh my gosh, maybe I should pay attention to where this person is going, right? Because I know that if I let this leash tighten, I feel a click. Good boy. It's kind of like you avoid a speeding ticket by not speeding. And you understand the rules. You understand how to avoid it. So that way it's fair. Good job. I'm so proud of you. You're such a good boy. I just love him so much. Mild-mannered, even-tempered, sweet, very sweet dog. So what I love about this method is that no matter the length of the leash, you can do this exercise. If I was holding on to the end of the long line, I could create a boundary that way and say, hey, you're allowed to go 20 feet, but you're not allowed to let the leash get tight. It could even be a traffic handle. You could enforce that at any length of the leash. Let's go. Break. That's kind of an informal. Again, we're not working on a perfect heel in under 7 days, but just this, being able to give this to his owner, what an amazing thing. And look, he practically ends up in heel. And I feel like I could walk for miles like this, and it took, what, 2 or 3 clicks in the first 30 seconds. Nice job. Swing your arms like you don't have a dog. You've got your loose leash. You should be able to do turns because all of a sudden I've created some awareness. Now, if he were here the full 3 weeks, we would build on this. We would say, okay, we've got you stopping pulling. Now let me teach you perfect heel. Nice job, Zeus. And look, if he starts to, so the same rule applies for lagging. Because a lot of times if you stop a dog from pulling, they say, okay, I'm going to walk 6 feet behind. If he lets the leash get tight in any direction, you can click. Look at that. Without even teaching a heel. Nice job.